Hey guys, today I have a tutorial on how to jailbreak an iPod Touch 4th generation or an iPhone 4. The only downside about this jailbreak is that it is tethered, but what that does mean is every single time you want to boot your phone up, turn it on, restart it, whatever, you're going to have to plug it into a computer and click this button on the software, and then it'll just boot up right up and you'll have all your jailbroken stuff and it'll be fine. But that's the only downfall to it. So if you're trying to restart your phone and you're on the road, you can't, because then you won't be able to turn it back on. So just keep that in mind, that this kind of thing is called a tethered jailbreak. And yeah, this is just my iPod restoring right now to a fresh 5.01. Yeah. So first off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that your iPod is software version 5.01. And yeah, that is the version for this. And what you're going to do before you do anything jailbreaking at all, make sure that you back this up. And all you have to do is right click on the device and hit backup, and then it'll back up to iTunes. It'll save everything that you have onto iTunes, so once you jailbreak it, you can get most of that stuff back. You will lose some of your apps, but you can always just re-download them, and you will have all your music, and you will have all your pictures. So that's one of the main things. And if you have an iPhone, you will not lose your contacts either. So yeah, let's get right into this. Okay, so what you're going to do is once your iPod's all ready, I just had to restore mine, you don't really have to do that, but once it's on a nice normal 5.01, no jailbreak, nothing on it, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download the program. And this program, it is called a Snowbreeze, and this program's what we're going to do, and we're going to use this program, and it's going to make an IPSW file, which is what we restore our iPods with, which is, you'll understand once I do it. So first of all, you're going to have to download the whatever your device is. It all depends, like if you're using an iPod or an iPhone, and you have to download the firmware for that. If it's, say you're on I have an iPhone 4. I have an iPhone firmware right here, and it's 5.0, just normal 5.0. That I'm not going to be using, but I have the iPod 5.0.1, and that's what we're going to use to, we're going to modify that original Apple firmware, and we're going to make it a Snowbreeze firmware, and then we restore it. So yeah, so you download your firmware from, I'll have a link in the description, and it's just a drop down menu, and you can find all the firmwares that you can need for any device, and yeah, it's pretty good. So first, I'm just gonna get my, right here, iPod Touch, both files. Alright, so I have an iPod 5.01 right here. This is just a nice Apple firmware that I downloaded. So yeah, once you have your firmware downloaded, just leave it on your desktop or anywhere, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to want to open up the program Snowbreeze. Alright, so I'll have a link to Snowbreeze in the description. So yeah, once you have it, it's a .exe file, I don't have to install anything, which is good. So just open up Snowbreeze. Yeah, so then hit OK. Close credits, you don't need to look at any of that. So hit that next. And now this is where you're going to put your IPSW from Apple, a nice, good, legit version from Apple that you downloaded earlier. So you find where that is. So right here, it says iPod 5.0.1. That's what you want. So once you have that, just hit open, and then you'll see it says IPSW verified. And yeah, so then hit the little blue arrow, and then you guys can, if you're really good, you can go to expert mode. It's all complicated custom boot logos. I don't really care for all that. You can just install those separately and stuff, but if you're really good and you know what you're doing, hit expert mode and play around with that. But if you don't really know that much, I just hit simple mode, and for the sake of the video I'm just going to do simple mode. So hit that, and then now it's going to extract the IPSW, and it's going to create the firmware, and it's going to put it on your desktop. It's going to be a custom firmware from it's going to be a custom Snowbreeze firmware. So I'll be back when this is done. It's going to take some time. So yeah. Okay, so this is just about finished. It's just creating the IPSW onto my desktop, so it'll be done. Alright, now it's done. It has now made a custom IPSW file, and it'll be somewhere on your desktop. I just saw mine pop up right over here. So this right here you can just put to the side. Now this is what you're working with right here. This is basically your jailbreak. So now you're gonna have to put your device into I think it's called like a pwn mode or something like that, and what that'll allow it to do is allow your device to either be downgraded or put a custom firmware on it. So you're gonna really just have to follow on the screen instructions of the video, and you're gonna have to put it into this pwn state. So hit OK, and once your device, you need your device plugged in and turned off at the same time. So that is very, very important. And yeah, so just make sure that your device is powered off and plugged in. And I'm just shutting mine off right now. Okay, so now it's off, and yeah, so I'm ready to go. So you hit start. Just I'm not really gonna show you like how to do this. It's very, very simple. Just follow all the on-screen directions. They did a really good job explaining what to do. So prepare to press the home and power buttons. And so here we go. Boom! I'm holding the home and power. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Prepare to release the power button. Okay, I released the power button. Now you just keep holding the home button. And what this is doing is just putting in that home mode. Okay, once you see this screen, you can let go of the home button, and it's gonna do some stuff. iTunes is gonna say that it's in recovery mode. That's good. That's what you want. Just hit OK, and then you're gonna go back to Snowbreeze, and then you're gonna have this. Your device is now on a pwn DFU state. You may now launch iTunes and do shift restore to put a custom Snowbreeze IPSW on your desktop. So yeah, hit OK, and now you're all set. Now what you can do is you can minimize that, and you're gonna have to hold down shift and restore. So then it'll fill out this menu, and you're gonna want to find your custom IPSW file that you made in Snowbreeze. Mine is right here, Snowbreeze iPod Touch, Snowbreeze, you know, custom. Then you want to hit open. It's going to erase it, but there's nothing on it right now, so it won't matter. So hit restore. So now it's going to extract the software, and it's going to do its thing. And this will be jailbroken. So let it extract software, let it do its work, preparing. And if it'll say it's disconnected and reconnecting, just let that do its thing. Don't worry about that. It's nothing to do with the drivers or the USB cord. Yeah, just let it work. Just let it do its thing. And yeah, you're gonna see some stuff pop up on your iPod. Like it's gonna start like rebooting. It's gonna start doing all this stuff. But that's good. That means it's working and doing its thing. So. This is what the screen will look like if you guys are just wondering. I'll just have that, and I'll just load up. Okay, so once it's done, you should see something like that message that just popped up. Basically, all it said was that it has restored successfully, and it's just rebooting and everything. So now you're gonna see like when you turn it on, you're gonna see, well, not turn it on, but it's gonna automatically turn on, and you're gonna see the Apple logo on your iPod or whatever. And now it's gonna be detected by iTunes, and yeah, so now it'll be detected by a computer, and there's gonna be nothing on it at all. So that's why you really need to back it up. So if you do have it backed up, what you have to do is just go right here, restore to the backup of, this is iPod, whatever iPod you have. You can scroll through the iPods and stuff. So then you go to continue, and then it's gonna restore everything that you had before you jailbroke. So let that go. Restore. Just putting all the stuff on. Boom, that's done, and now it says that message again has been restored. Just leave everything connected. It's just rebooting, and it's gonna have all of your stuff on it. So yeah, you guys are probably gonna see this again, so that's just gonna zip right by, and it's just getting everything ready and just putting all your stuff on. Yeah, so here we go. Slide it. Now he has his backgrounds, everything, and yeah, so you'll find Cydia in one of your folders. If not, it's gonna just be somewhere on here. This happens to be Cydia right there in one of his folders. Now here's the problem: it's not gonna boot up. So that's just to show you that it is a tethered jailbreak. Don't worry, you can open that eventually. What you have to do is you're gonna have to use the program iBooty. I'll have the link to that in the description. Okay, so now what you need to do is you're gonna have to go on your iPod and have it plugged in, and then you're just gonna turn it off, just like you did before you jailbroke it with Snowbreeze. So just slide to power it off and let it shut off. So you let it do that. Now, once it is fully off and plugged in at the same time, what you want to do is you want to open up iBooty. So right here, iBooty. Okay. So basically, what this program does is it boots up your iPhone or iPod in a jailbroken state. So select your device. You'll probably have more than these. I don't know really what's gonna happen, but find your device on here. It'll probably detect it. So once you have that, what you want to do is you're gonna want to follow the on-screen directions on this. Once again, they're very easy and simple. But once again, before you hit start, make sure your device is plugged in and off. Make sure your device is selected here. So yeah, hit start and prepare to press the power and home in 3, 2, 1, and hold down power and home. Let it do that. Just prepare to release the power. Okay. Now I let go of power and I keep holding home. And what it's going to do is put your device in DFU mode, and it'll boot it right up for you. So keep holding when you see that, and once it gets past this, and once you see this, right here, once it's done, you're going to see the iPod boot up and everything. Just make sure you keep holding that home button. That's very important. And yeah, it's good. So you can exit out of iBooty. It'll say that it's in recovery mode, but it's really not. It's just trying to screw you over. Just let that power up. You can exit out of Snowbreeze now. Exit out of everything, just iTunes. And now you'll see his iPod just like we were at the beginning of the video. And yeah. So now his device is turned back on. And yeah. Just slide to unlock it. Now go back to that spot where Cydia was. And now Cydia opens up. You can download all these new tweaks and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped you out. And if it did, just please hit the like button and subscribe.